Epic Games just revealed what's going to be happening officially in the Christmas update, so drop a like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds if you guys want an early preview. Do you want a free skin or cosmetic from the item shop?
Yes.
Well, you're in luck, as I'm now starting up for the month of December a 25 Gifts of Christmas event where I'm going to be gifting new subscribers every day, so for a chance to receive something off me in this period, simply make sure you subscribe to the channel with all notifications turned on, and let me know in the comments your Epic Games ID as well as what you'd like to receive in terms of a gift off me. We've also just recently hit 1 million total subscribers and are rapidly approaching 1.1 million, so hit that big red button right now, turn on them notifications, and let's try and get 1.1 million subscribers before New Year arrives. As we now transition into the Christmas period where Epic Games have basically declared and announced that it's going to be the biggest event of the year with tons of things to unwrap, not only that but an exciting live event that we won't want to miss, players are speculating if this will have something to do with the storyline, as last time we saw snow appear anywhere on our map, particularly in the polar peak or bottom left hand corner vicinity of our Chapter 1 map, we had a ton of storyline prospects wash up with it. Not only the ice storm event, not only the melting of the ice caps right here, actually revealing the bottom layers of the prisoner's dungeon, but also the polar peak monster, which obviously was very underlying, no pun intended, until season 9 came around. The fact we refer to this today is more important than ever, considering well this wash up happened and season 7 was implemented exactly a year ago at the time of me uploading this video, December 6th, 2019. With one particular festive or seasonal map change actually affecting our storyline drastically in our last chapter, let's just say today we have all the secrets revealed in terms of how this festive event now, or holiday period, the map changes are going to affect our storyline throughout not only this season but the whole chapter of Chapter 2. Make sure you're sticking around and watching the full video today, because we're not only going to be covering how snow is actually going to look on our map from glitches happening to other people, but also how this process will occur in terms of perhaps a live event like we saw last time and all the other Christmas themed map changes. Quickly before we dive into all of that, however, make sure to use code FriendlyMachine in the Fortnite item shop if you directly want to support me as your favourite creator, and let me know in the comment section down below if you're rocking the code, that way I can hook some of you guys up who include your Epic Games ID with V-Bucks cards or a random gift from the item shop of your choice. And if you want to be shown extra love and appreciation, then simply make sure to tweet me proof of you using code FriendlyMachine to my Twitter in the video description down below at FriendlyMachine, like these lovely people on screen right now, so you can be showcased in the next video. And thank you everybody on screen today for generally supporting me and rocking the code. You guys are honestly absolute legends. Anyway, so with all that out the way now, the first thing to mention is the slight amount of map changes already updated into the game before we get the official Christmas update. Many of you will have noticed that Retail Row has slowly started to change and snow's starting to fall in particular areas of where it's not laying on the ground, and last but not least, we also now have these Christmas decorations that have been brought to Dirty Docks or delivered. Alongside all this development for the Christmas event being teased, we have found some more interesting things in the files that I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys will already be aware of, but here it is. The snow texture of which is going to be entirely covering our map for this Christmas period leading into New Year. Now, whilst many people across the community have obviously tried to create their own concepts or basically reimagine how this texture will look on our map, a particular streamer got an early preview of what snow will look like in our Chapter 2 map from it glitching out due to the textures already being in the game's files, so let's roll that clip.
That's how I feel. It looked like it snowed for a second. But everything's just now rendering it.
Alongside the snow sweeping and laying across our entire map, we will also see the reappearance of ice, maybe perhaps freezing over certain lakes or certain water-based areas, yet more interestingly this season we can fish. So does this mean the ice will be breakable with our harvesting tools, and maybe even a different type of material will be implemented, such as ice or snow that we can use to actually build out of upon harvesting it, due to us needing to break it to obviously then fish in the water below. Honestly, it's definitely an interesting concept in terms of what's upcoming due to these new factors being implemented, such as fishing, but the most interesting thing that's upcoming, you guys have obviously seen in the thumbnail, being a Snow King. Obviously, to complement Fortnitemares with the dark and sinister theme, a storm not only largely portrayed the tale of the spooky theme, but with the Storm King being implemented as a boss, this was another incentive for players to grind the game to obviously earn some free rewards also, alongside having to fight off the annoying zombies. Well, it looks like that's going to be happening again, but obviously this island now is going to get revamped in a Christmas manner, with people speculating there would be a giant Christmas tree in the middle. Rather so than this happening, however, will be the Snow King King most likely actually spurting out of the ground in the middle where the Storm King once did, alongside the ice zombies appearing out of these ice shards like we saw last year upon the Ice King actually sweeping our map entirely full of snow during the Ice Storm event. It's also more than likely, considering Epic Games said we'll have tons of things to unwrap more so than every other year this year, that we're going to be seeing two events coincide at the same time, the 14 Days of Fortnite, and obviously all the rewards contained in that, but not only that, another challenge set to complement the map changes, as it may be linked to our storyline just like we saw with the Ice Storm event with the Ice Storm challenges. Epic Games have already implemented two challenge sets at once in this season for one particular event, however they were spread across not only Battle Royale but creative, and this was for Fortnitemares, so who's to say that they can't do this again? Also, speaking of creative, considering we saw a Halloween themed creative hub upon loading in to decide wherever we're going to go, it's most likely this is going to be Christmas themed, again with some zombie husks, ice ones this time chained behind some bars. This particular themed creative hub is usually the first thing updated, so keep your eyes peeled upon logging into creative, as this will give us our first insight as to how the map will be decorated in this new Christmas manner for the major update. In terms of what we currently know about the storyline, I don't think the Storm King is directly linked, more so foreshadowing the crossover of these dimensions due to the effect of the black hole, and furthermore that Save the World is going to play an importance, a crossover of storylines into Battle Royale due to the bunker, this one on the outsides of Retail Row, kind of representing or directly resembling Dr. Vindemann's bunker, which is the original thing we're introduced to in Save the World. It's definitely established by now that this center island is going to be more so changed than any other thing throughout this chapter, or play an importance in changes or the storyline that happens to actually portray what's going on and why everything's happening. And for this reason, this would not only make sense to be redecorated in this Christmas manner with an objective placed in the middle for a particular storm or Snow King LTM should I say, but this would also incentivize people from actually battling the Snow King or some form of Storm King being revamped in this snow form to actually try save the world, as the Storm King is a boss directly from this mode or aspect of Fortnite. As you guys know, Fortnite Save the World was announced free to play, or coming free to play a long time ago. Literally, it got delayed out of 2018, originally meant to be released at the end of 2018, and we haven't heard any more updates since. Why am I mentioning this? Well, every holiday period that rolls around, Epic Games do a 50% off sale to buy Save the World, and what better way to encourage or entice people to buy it in this period than not only giving a discounted price of 50%, literally half off, but also actually implementing a test kind of run of what they'll inevitably face in Save the World but in Battle Royale, being the Snow King. We also know it's largely possible for Epic Games to implement a snowstorm just like they did when it swept across our entire map in the first chapter that we've referred to so many times already in this video, so who's to say that they can't create these same effects, but particularly only containing a certain area, the middle of the map, in this LTM where we perhaps fight off the Snow King and all the ice husks. Even if they're literally just retextured the rewards in a snowy manner from what they had in Fortnitemares, more specifically anyways being the umbrella, this would honestly be a win in my eyes. If this were to be implemented, however, this would not be a part of the live event, I don't think, as we have an indication as to what's upcoming, literally all the leaked stages of what's going to be going down for this particular live event that Epic Games have stated we won't want to miss this Christmas. Now, before we showcase these leaked map change stages building up what appears to be a huge live event that we may perhaps get a reward for attending, just like the Marshmallow event, and why this actually in itself, the theme of the Marshmallow event, is linked to this event, we need to go over all the subtle map changes that will be changed that many people won't directly pick up upon until they log in and obviously play during this Christmas updated period. The first thing we're most likely going to be seeing, the first thing that you'll come across, is the lobby screen being revamped in a Christmas manner, and here is a concept of what someone believed it to look like, obviously way back when Season 2 was originally meant to be coming out during this Christmas period on the 12th of December. We'll also be seeing the Christmas themed or Santa Battle Bus that we always see every year, as we saw the reappearance this year of the Halloween Battle Bus, which basically enforces the theme of festive kind of battle buses being implemented for every period of the year. In terms of the smaller things, while bushes will get revamped with Christmas lights directly wrapping around them, also supply drops will get wrapped up like a present and have a Christmas themed or wrapping paper balloon, and many Christmas trees will appear, one of which which in each named location containing not only Christmas lights surrounding them so you know this is the Christmas tree, but also loot and chests underneath. Despite the Christmas trees maybe perhaps needing to be visited, a certain number of them, if not all of them, in the challenge set as something we need to do in order to earn a free reward, there will also be tons of Christmas themed decorations, and maybe perhaps a particular theme, like we had to shoot a certain amount of ghosts last Fortnitemares, but this season maybe perhaps in particular named locations we need to shoot certain snowflake decorations. There'll also be tons of other Christmas themed decorations, so make sure you're keeping your eyes peeled, and of course visiting the Creative Hub every day now before the update is implemented to preview what these Christmas decorations are. So now finally we can move on to the Christmas live event, of which we'll be able to attend maybe perhaps more than once, just like the New Year's event last year, which kept occurring every hour for every country in the world. Also, as briefly touched upon, yes, this event may be very similar to the Marshmallow event, and here's why. This event, it seems, is going to be taking place at Risky Reels as some sort of kind of movie. As you guys know, Risky Reels is a drive-in theatre, and the screen has already been tested multiple times, which many people firstly believe to be linked to the Star Wars event, obviously by showcasing this standby loading screen of a llama jumping up and down with a TV static behind it. Considering Epic Games have been testing this for the Christmas event, as data miners have been able to determine, as not only during the stages or the progression of Risky Reels that they've found, there's multiple things changed or removed, like the vehicles that are consisting there, but also snow is going to be added. Data miners then furthermore found all the stages and were able to implement them to the game instead of just the actual models that were in the files in photo form, and well, Fortori was able to put together this. So here is our current stage of Risky Reels, where the drive-in theatre is fully intact, or as it once was when it was updated, originally at the start of Chapter 2, with the screens still there standing, and obviously all the cars parked up as if they're there to watch a movie. The reason it's important to showcase all the details, or most of them, of which consist throughout the current stage on December 6th, 2019 now at the time of me recording this video, is so that you guys can compare in the future stages we're about to literally just showcase what's been removed or changed in this particular vicinity overall, because Risky Reels the POI isn't just going to be changed inside in terms of what's consisted in the POI itself. As you can see here, we have several of these construction trucks, and they're making their way seemingly to Risky Reels to start this removal process, as you can see, which is basically the second stage on screen right now, which further is developed into the third stage. But most, if not all, of the cars are starting to be removed, if not are removed, or are in the process as previously mentioned. It's definitely interesting as to why this would be the case, considering, well, the cars aren't stopping us from viewing anything on the drive-in theatre screen, and it is a drive-in theatre overall anyways, which honestly doesn't make sense as to why they're being moved, because you need to have a car to drive in to a drive-in theatre. But yeah, that's the second stage, and not too much has changed on the outskirts, so let's now move swiftly onto stage 3. But before we quickly do that, however, I just want to note to you guys that this doesn't move, this truck, but yeah, here is stage 3, and as you can see, it seems that the drive-in theatre screen has completely gone. Whether it's going to be re-implemented or not, or kind of redesigned, I guess we're yet to know, but if it's anything as previously compared, like to the Marshmallow event, it seems like we may be getting a kind of stage with somebody coming on, as data miners have found in the files that, well, a live commentary test has been tested or implemented to the files, kind of like Marshmallow when he actually talked in real time, but it was projected all across Fortnite on everybody's games upon logging in, or hopping in should I say, to the Showtime LTM, where we could witness, well, the Showtime concert of Marshmallow live within Fortnite. Also, for witnessing this live in-game, we got this loading screen, so maybe we'll get a Christmas themed loading screen, or a loading screen in particular, to complement us attending this particular live Christmas concert or event that's going to be happening at Risky Reels. Anyways, that's all I've got for you guys in today's video, so if you enjoyed or want to keep referring back to the video to rewatch any part of it, simply make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, with all notifications turned on, and hopefully I can see you guys remaining active in the comment section of my future videos to come. I'm out, have an amazing rest of your day or night wherever you are, whenever you're watching, have a good one, take it easy, and as always, peace.